Hi guys, it's Helping Hands. I'm bringing you a amazing 2v2 cast. We have VonManteuffel playing as the British forces over here, and Heartless Jaeger, who's playing as the Americans. And in the red corner, we have RA11, one of the best Vermont players I've seen around. And also his teammate is another Vermont player, ASllSNiedi, who's also a very good player in his own right. Let's see what kind of commander picks we have right from the get-go. VonManteuffel gone heavy armoured for the Brits. And we see RA11's already locking in the brand new Last Stand battle group from the recent Endure and Defy patch. He's getting his Stern Pioneers out on the field. And All Stars hasn't picked his commander yet, and so has Heartless Jaeger. Haven't picked their commanders just yet. And we're seeing the Jeep on the field alongside a Dingo's about to pop out as well. So both allied players are going to put down some nasty early game pressure with these light vehicles. Jeep got a bit of a buff recently as well.
Time to harass some crowds, boys. Enemy infantry!
ASllSNiedi jumping into the building. Pretty good building to take control over. Gives him big vision over this side of the map. And he can just jump in and jump out of it. Just keep himself around that vision here. Ooh, Crowd has been spotted. MG about to open up on it though. Don't do too much damage there. Gets a little bit of MP40 damage on the Jeep as it backs away. He kind of needs to try and maintain control of this house for as long as possible, really.
Rifleman ready.
He won't. It'll definitely be pushed out. Double sappers as well. MG gonna open up on the Jeep again. Will it get it? Probably not. Do we have any engineers for Heartless Jaeger? We do. They're in the center, so he can rock on his Jeep on over to that left-hand side. Meanwhile, let's check out on the left. RA11 will have an easier time because that American Jeep has been on the right-hand side, actually, so he's going to have less units to deal with on his side of the map. Does appear this MG's taken a little bit of damage as it probably was spotted by that scout. Well, both side teams have got their +10 fuel respectively at the moment. Oh, Pioneers though do bite the dust. They took a bit too long to retreat from this area. Nice little early win there for the Allied team.
A munitions point is being attacked.
And we have the ranks in the chat right now as well. Heartless Jaeger is ranked 26. VonManteuffel ranked 62, RA11 ranked 33, and ASllSNiedi is ranked 42. So all players around the same level. A very even matchup here. Getting the decap on the fuel on the right.
We've lost a sector.
We have a rifleman squad that's going to get the good flank off on the machine gun. Needy sees it coming and decides, yeah, he's going to retreat. Probably best there. Hasn't got really any other units to stop that rifleman causing issues, so he's going to lose control of the right for the moment. We're in a steer squad as well for RA11. No partisan commander here for Heartless Jaeger, sadly. He hasn't actually got it in his loadout. I think this map would be pretty good for partisans in the central area for sure. There's lots of buildings for them to dominate the central point.
Contact! Small arms! Stay low, goddammit!
Up control looking rather red.
Yeah, it's my last phone. Find cover! Reports of enemy movement near our victory point. Crowd's got nowhere to run.
What's that? So he wants to queue up a bunch of wire laying yet to deny the screen cover to his opponent.
Enemy control now.
You mind going in as well on that point? I don't know if that scout's going to see him. A bit too far away, I think, to spot.
Cover him!
I think both sides probably could do with a mortar to help try and dislodge these units, all that are taking residence up in these buildings here.
Rifles requested. Rifles losing integrity. Leave him.
Oh, MG using its incendiary ammunition there. Quite phosphorus ammunition, I think.
We've lost control of a sector. I'm hit bad. Enemy fire! Man down!
I think he's still got some rounds there as well. Bit better than the usual rounds. He has bought Vet 1 on his units. He hasn't got too many. His army size is pretty small, actually, ASllSNiedi. Oh, and here goes the bar tech. Bars have just kicked in, and... Oh, a Panzerfaust has gone in on the Jeep. A bit careless there from a Heartless Jaeger. I don't know why he let that Jeep stay in that fight for so long. Maybe he was too busy microing on the left-hand side. But there goes his Jeep. And the timing of this bar pop was not great because most of his infantry, all his bars are back in base. And now the Axis team know there's bars on the field, so they'll be able to deal with it a bit more appropriately. So pretty bad timing on popping these bars, I would say. He kind of wants to pop them as he's about to get involved in a fight. And he's kind of getting back onto the battlefield before healing up fully. Oh, and we do see a cheeky little mortar pit being converted into a mortar pit here. Oh, he's got no cover there. He's going to get massacred. He's got to run, man. That's not a good fight for him. He's got to go. Why is he staying in that fight? He's just going to keep losing more and more men. Oh, he's actually going to crawl over to the pit, actually. That'll allow him to remove that suppression. Meanwhile, in the top, we do see ASllSNiedi having some difficulty here. His machine has been routed off the field once again. VonManteuffel doing a great job at contesting the right-hand side, being very aggressive and gaining a lot of control for the Allied team here. Humber on the field as well. Heartless Jaeger's commander has been confirmed, and it's now advanced infantry battle group, so we might see some Rangers on the field potentially here. But he's already gone bars, so I don't expect maybe Rangers when he's got bars already picked. Because if he converts one of the riflemen over to a Ranger, he loses the bar, I'm pretty sure. Well, those infantry sections pretty low. So far, it looks like the Axis has got maybe the edge here. Pat gun coming out as well. I feel like ASllSNiedi just needs another kind of like Gren or something. He's just the 2 Grens and the MG. It's just not enough, I don't think, to fight all this infantry that VonManteuffel got. Bit of smoke here to blind the Axis machine gun. Oh, big flank in here. Barred up rifleman, very low. Fresh, healthy squads are coming in onto the field. Will he lob a bundle grenade to try and finish this off here? I don't know. Looks like Heartless Jaeger will be able to rout RI-11 here, and if he focuses down the 2-man Pio, he might wipe it here. He's going to try and focus it down. Will it escape on the retreat path? It's getting so low. He gets it. There we go. Heartless Jaeger really needs that win there. Now he's going to fully try and cap on the left-hand side as he's routed RA-11 off the field. Let's just have a quick look at tech here. Okay, both players have gone the same thing, gone for tier 3. Stewart on the field as well, so he's gone for a Humber and a Stewart.
The sector's been overrun. It's theirs now.
Kenkrad getting the decap and then running as fast as it can. We've got another cheeky mine in a good spot there. Stewart's going to keep chasing. He's going to see this engineer repairing and start shooting. Oh, good hit. Oh, can he get it? One more shot. Oh, it's not enough. Oh, the Stewart should have kept on chasing for a little bit. Maybe could have gotten the finishing shot there on that Vet 2 Kettenkrad. Scouts got really close to that mine there. But this rifleman hit a mine. Capture this fuel point. But for the moment, allies are starting to capture both fuel points, and they're maybe getting a turn the tide potentially here. Big flank again here from VonManteuffel. Gets a good angle round the side here, forcing a rout of once again Niedi's machine gun. Needs to lace some mines. I think it's the second time there's been a big nasty flank round here. Pat gun and Kettenkrad in a bad position. Oh, the Humber hits that well-placed mine, so it's not allowed. It won't be able to keep chasing on that left-hand side. But there are 2 sappers that can repair up to tip-top. Another mine, another defensive mine there from ASllSNiedi. So good, it's delaying his opponent from chasing, lobbing the stumble rounds over. Unfortunately, kind of missing. We have a Ranger squad here. They do seem to have a bar, so maybe the bar did convert over. And he's going to find that the Stummel does die to the sections. They managed to get a snare as well as one of the squad had AT rifles. So great wins there from the Allies and also killing the cache.
Grenadiers, stay low.
So am I correct in thinking, guys, that when you convert a rifleman over, they lose the bars? Because I'm seeing he has the bars on them on this ranger. I thought in the past when I did the conversion, they don't keep the bars, but maybe they've fixed that. They always keep their bars. Okay, so that's my mistake then. I apologize.
We have infantry standing by, Commander.
All bundle coming in, but Heartless Jaeger sees it and easily dodges that.
You have 3 command points available.
Oh, we have a Ranger squad that's on the retreat path. This is really bad right now for RE11. Ranger squad probably might not be able to wipe that squad, but he might be able to lob a nice grenade here. If he times the grenade well.
Victory point is
Oh, he retreats.
control.
That's got to be a misclick, surely. Surely that was a misclick. That was a perfect opportunity for him to potentially lob a grenade and, you know,
Territory sector.
get a wipe maybe on the Gren or the Panzer Grenadier. So
Been trained. We'll
I think there's a
reroute to
careless mistake there from him. So misclick and retreat. That's damn.
territory sector claimed by the enemy.
No. I'm getting some good licks now. Veterancy 2. There is a Shtug D in the field.
Bazooka squad reporting in.
But that's a commander choice now. He's got mechanized. But we have a 6-pounder being rolled on the field, a second one in the build to help against the Shtug D. We've got mine going down the Kit and Crad. Ooh, that mortar. Yeah, good hit there onto this stone. SCG as well. He's only just got the one rifle. He's probably got infantry support center. Yeah, he has. Big D getting slapped around a bit there. Got to be careful.
We're losing a fuel point.
Oh, he's getting rushing in there. Forces him out of the building. He's just using a smart use of the breach here to force this captain to keep vacating the building here. We might see the same thing being done to the Panzergrenadiers with these Rangers. These Rangers should beat these PGs. And yep, he's going to run away. Or he takes any cash. There's a good retreat there, and good timing on the retreat there. MG, good position to catch these Rangers out of position. They could just jump in the building, though, to avoid getting suppression.
Defend our victory point. We're losing.
Humber getting pretty low. Popped a marked target in the area around here. So that infantry, that Panzer Grenadier squad is getting extra damage on it because of this, because they're being inside this circle here.
Now under enemy control.
Kind of would like to see, though, VonManteuffel use cover. He's got, like, you know, a bit of cover there from the sandbags, some cover on the tractor. He's staying out in the open here, which is not needed. Well, you should know better than that, just to stay out in the open. Oh, he's just spotted the machine gun. He could use maybe the smoke barrage here from the Humber.
Fuel point is being lost.
Well, he's found the Ket and he's going to be aggressive with it, but he's so low. I think is that mine still there from beforehand?
Reports of enemy movement.
Oh, some parting shots. He's going to get away. Panzer 4 on the field now. We do have some bazookas, which have forced back the Panzer 4.
Enemy activity near our munitions point.
We see, so RE11 hasn't built a propaganda tower yet, which I'm surprised about. I think he'd maybe want to build one at least over here, right? Might be worth doing. Super squad force back. Oh, we got a barrage coming in. I think is that a beacon? Or was that the captain's ability? I think he's gone for the mortar barrage on the captain. There's a few guys that machine gun sends it packing.
point. We're losing it.
Aggressive around the side. This game could go either way. Allies are now kind of stemming the VP bleed a little bit now. Oh, we do see Stoss getting quite low on the retreat there. PGs trying to do the bundle here onto this MG, but is that worth it? They're going to get killed. Oh no! They're just going to get focused down now. However, the Panzer IV there is going to try and cover the retreat, but there's just too many rifles to stop that, and there goes a Panzer Grenadier squad. Even if he was to do that breach on that MG, it probably wouldn't have killed it outright, and he still would have been in a bad position regardless, so I don't know why he did that. There goes a loss of a PG. An expensive and a pretty decent anti-infantry unit for RA-11. Well, he's been snared. But he has plenty of pioneers there to heal. He's putting bringing the Panzer IV in the fight as well. Get a little bit of extra damage in.
Munition storage can be constructed to keep our boys loaded.
Has he teched these Super Zooks? Let's have a look. Actually, that's a good question. Has he got Super Zooks? Yes, he's got improved bazookas. He has built the dual weapon support center, and I think that's just the only. Yeah, and he's got he's got 2 Zook squads now. So yeah, he's going to get the extra damage from the bazookas, which is nice. VonManteuffel got the grenades as well. Panther production available as well for ASllSNiedi, but he doesn't really need a Panther at this point. Kind of probably be better off getting a Brumbar to help against all these 6-pounders.
We have 300 point. A victory point is under attack. We must act.
Anti-tank guns are having to keep constantly repositioning because the Axis infantry is closing in on them. VonManteuffel doing a pretty effective backpedal here to reposition, but he's kind of getting out of the open. He's got cover here to utilize. I'm not liking VonManteuffel infantry positioning. There's plenty of green cover for him to use, yet he keeps staying out in the open, which is not good. It seems like he's got all his infantry squads on a single hotkey. He does manage to pick off the Stug D, which is kind of overextended. Another rifle grenade coming in onto machine gun. With an artillery strike to hit it from somewhere as well, thanks to the base artillery hitting. Oh, we've got a really low health section. The AT rifles are probably going to get focused down here by the squad. That is definitely dead. It drops the boy's AT rifle. I think that's going to be the only main loss there. The other section almost dies. He's probably going to grab that with his Grens, actually. I was surprised. Yep, little AT rifle for them. Meanwhile, Scout Squad went a bit too aggressive on the left-hand side, getting the decaps. PG should finish off. It does. Whoever Panzer IVs are going to have to deal with 4 bazookas. However, they're quite clumped up against cover. I'll be careful with them.
He's dead. They'll take. Just hold.
How many bazookas has he got, these guys? Oh, he's got a 4-man bazooka ranger. Oh, that's going to be juicy, man. That's a lot of bazookas. So, if I was RA-11, he kind of needs a suppression platform. He does have a machine gun, but it's kind of like in the sense he kind of needs it over the left-hand side to try and neutralize this bazooka blob. These Panzer IVs might be in trouble here against a big... Oh, if these will fire off in one go. Or one bounce. They're missing. Oh, good shot from the mortar there. He's trying to back away. Bazookas need to start shooting. A little bit of damage. Oh, they got the long range. Remember, when they lock down, they get some get a bit of distance on those bazookas. RA-11's doing a good job at just fighting back. Maybe grenade here? Grenade here from Heartless Jaeger on retreat clump. Huge opportunity then to lob a grenade, and he doesn't lob a grenade. Has he not got the munitions? Maybe he's not got the munitions, but he still manages to take out the Panzer IV. RA-11 slow to keep backing up that second Panzer IV. I don't know why he kind of kept that Panzer IV in the fight when he could have kept on backing it up. Yeah, he really needs his machine gun with his Panzer IVs, and it's kind of like in a sense of not really doing anything at the moment, you know?
Wonders all accounted for.
And a Matilda is VonManteuffel's choice. What do we think about Matilda, chat? Do we think it's a good idea? What do we think about a Matilda? I don't know, man. Double pack gun? Is there double pack guns? No, it's just a single pack gun. Bet 2, though. I think actually Matilda, like being microed around in the city area would be fairly good. It's pretty damn good against infantry. Ooh, little grenade there. Traits and dodges it in time. That gun gets a slide shot in there on it.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
Oh, here we go. Hellcat on the field. It's going to be able to challenge this Panzer IV.
A victory point is falling.
Can't get an angle on it, though. Panzer IV is kind of right between those buildings, getting some cheeky shots at that machine gun. Allows it to force it back. Now, with the Hellcat in conjunction with those bazookas, I really don't fancy RA11's position at all, really. He's going to have a really tough time here. Hellcat's opening up. He's gonna. Oh, I think he's going to actually recover it. Oh, we forgot about that. I should have probably pointed out that when he got the when he destroyed the vehicle, he probably should have destroyed it with his bazookas, and that's a mistake there from Heartless Jaeger to not blow it up completely, because now RA11 is recovering his destroyed Panzer IV. It is going to cost him a bit of resources to do so, but it's much cheaper to do that than build a new one. Bundle grenade lobbed, sprints away and avoids it. Needs to instantly enable repairs. He's doing it. Here we go. All these bazookas lying in wait for the Panzer IVs, maybe to come overextend on the left-hand side. Kind of like this positioning here. He's kind of keeping them hidden behind these kind of line-of-sight blockers, these walls and stuff. Let's see what we got over here. We've got an infantry section that's behind all these support weapons, but they have to run away because there is a Stoss trooper in there murdering them. Panther on the field as well. We see one of the 6-pounders has been decrewed. Bundle grenade coming in as well. Between these guys, decent amount of damage. Needs to retreat those PGs. Pack gun's pushed up. A bit too dangerous. He wants to recruit. He's not about to recruit. He might lose this Vet 2 section as well. Nice pick there for ASllSNiedi. He's been struggling on this right-hand side for a while this game. But now he's been able to pick up. Oh, he's got the decrew on the other 6-pounder. And he gets the kill on the Matilda. But here comes Heartless Jaeger to help his teammate. And this is exactly what ASllSNiedi needs. I mean, this is exactly what VonManteuffel needs. Wrong guy. However, they do run straight into a machine gun, which completely locks all this down. See, one machine gun completely neutralizing that huge infantry flank. That could have been a lot worse then for ASllSNiedi. That could have been a lot worse. Because he could have lost his machine gun and his pack gun could have been decrewed and wiped. But actually, I think did he lose his Stoss on retreat? I think his Stoss actually managed to retreat as well. So he actually didn't lose anything then, I think.
They have taken our victory point.
However, VonManteuffel lost a 6-pounder. He was able to recruit the other one. And the Matilda is dead as well, so he's going to have to lick his wounds. He's gone for a bishop. Okay. All right, bishop is the play. A second Hellcat?
Medical supplies.
We have a Hellcat reporting.
Okay. I mean, Hellcats are, going to be okay against armor, but I'm wondering if Sherman's, an upgun Sherman might be better, because they'll be able to fight Panzer IVs and infantry, whereas the Hellcat can only really fight the tanks. I think it might have been better off him from getting a normal Sherman out with the Hellcat, the initial Hellcat he has, because look, these Hellcats can't do nothing against his Panzer Grenadier squads. It's just force back this machine gun. And we might see attack round through the hedge right here to try and take out the mortar pit that's been a thorn in RA11's side the entire game. Here comes the counterattack. Oh, we got rifles on the left, barred up. Do we have his engineers? Engineers needing healing. They're going to come over and repair the mortar pit. Humber's still alive somehow. Panther got a snare, but just a crew shot. Oh, a nice bundle grenade in anticipation of them moving forward here of these Rangers. They didn't do too much damage actually. P4's doing a bit of damage there at range. Here come the Hellcats though. Doof, doof. They are backed up by a pack gun, so that's great. I wonder if he's got a white phosphorus rocket. Maybe we want to use a white phosphorus rocket onto the pack gun to blind it and also damage it over time. Maybe be a good play there. Another bundle grenade. Oh, on the retreat path of these bazooka dudes, but again, doesn't do much. Kind of slightly off center. Going to use the breach again. Forces the captain out of position. There's actually the dead stummel is still over here, by the way, from the start of the game, and I'm surprised R11 hasn't come over here and either salvaged it or done something, you know, or maybe recovered it.
A victory point is under attack. We must act. He's dead.
Also, on the right-hand side, we've got the wreckage of a Stuart, I believe, the Stug from earlier as well. So it's definitely worth it. Oh, he's lobbed grenades here, and in the anticipation of these guys will retreat into them, and they do.
We must take it back.
A little bit later than anticipated. A nice idea. Oh, what was that? Grenade onto the machine gun. Oh, and we see another squad go down. I think that was another PG squad going down. In the center. Heartless Jaeger's infantry preservation has been much better than R11's. He's still got his 2 core rifles, the Ranger squad. I don't think he's lost an infantry squad apart from his initial scout. That's the only thing he's lost. Whereas R11 has now lost 2 PGs. Uh-oh, though. VonManteuffel is in trouble. Panther push in. The AT gun can't stay because the Stoss is trying to chase, but no, he decides to back away. We do have a bulldozer as a Sherman now from Heartless Jaeger. Okay. Rangers diving in here. Panther's kind of unsupported, but it should be able to outrun these Rangers. Will we see one of these pioneers come over to the right-hand side and start salvaging all these wrecks? I would hope to see that from RA11. He has finally put down a propaganda tower in the center of the map. Can't really see its radius in the replay observer mode. I wonder if we go onto his perspective, we can see it. Let's go selected player only. Yeah, there we go. We can see the radius of that propaganda tower now, and it does fully encompass this victory point. So it used to be 50% slower on the capture rate, the decapture and capture rate, but it's now just minus 33. But that is still very significant over the central victory point, which is huge. We have some planes going on overhead, an anti-tank loiter, I think. Brumbar's on the field. Ooh, that Panzer IV super low. Modern bazooka squad's trying to deliver another shot, another volley on it, but they're not going to be able to get it. I think the Panzer IV's going to be able to run them. Hellcat is still chasing. Where's the pack gun? It's slightly out of position here.
We have 300 points remaining.
And I think we'll see R11 probably. Sorry, ASllSNiedi's probably going to want to cure himself another pack gun here. And another Panzer Grenadier squad dies over here. Thanks to the Humber finally coming over to the left-hand side and actually being used really well here to chase down some low-health squads. These Panzer Grenadiers have got no anti-tank capability. Well, actually, tell a lie, he has gone Panzerfaust rollout, so he does have Panzerfaust, but, you know, if they're being retreated, they're not going to be able to use their Panzerfaust. He spots the propaganda tower. He's going to take that out as well. We got grenades coming in here. Ooh, white was right on the door as well. Pretty good hit there.
Commandant, territory sector lost.
It's really not looking good for the Axis. Oh, maybe they might be able to pick off the captain. Vet 3 captain dies. There we go. A little win there for the Axis. Oh, and there's a guard squad hitting that Brumbar. The Brumbar, no support for this Brumbar right now. Where are the pack guns? Hellcats smashing it as well. Two more shots here from these Hellcats. We'll get it. And there we go. They get it.
Our bomb bears out of
Rumbar is down. Is he try? He's going to try and shoot there. Yeah, he's hitting the Panther. We see a Panther turn being going up here as well. Quite defensive play there from him. Panzer IVs feel like they might have a go at this poor little Humber. Ooh, but they miss. He missed a shot. Vet 3 bazooka squad now. That squad is very low. This Panzer IV is pretty low. It's got to keep backing away. Panther term is already almost dead. Bazooka squad's just plinking away here. He's got to be careful though. He doesn't want to overcommit and lose his squad by trying to get the kill on Panther term. It's not worth losing the Vet 3 on that. But yeah, this Bishop has now got a nice little target to hit. Our Panther term is just going to die without doing anything, to be honest.
Our front line failed. A Panther Dome site is reporting enemy fire.
And now it's the Allies for the first time in the lead this game.
Down there! Fire on him! Pioneers!
He's too busy repairing his tanks. I'll get that repaired. Grenade coming in. He's gone for a Wesp, but I wonder what he's trying to target with the Wesp. Maybe he's trying to target the mortar bunker, or maybe trying to counterfire the Bishop, but VonManteuffel was quick to relocate. Though he's pushing it back into the same location as before. And that's where the bombardment is coming in, so he needs to relocate. Maybe he's hoping he's going to fire on the Wesp here. Yeah, he's trying to counterfire. Humber being used well again on the flank here. Will the Bishop deliver some accurate shots? The Pioneers are also in the area of this. They could die here. Ooh, they're getting low. Oh, it's directly on them. Oh, look at the bodies go flying. Body parts. Direct hit on those guys. Oh, dear. And what is this? We have the Black Prince on the field from VonManteuffel. Should have no problem fighting Panzer IVs. Panther's going to be needed to try and help fight this. And also, the Hellcats in conjunction. Well, oh, it's Hellcats. Oh no! He's detonated a mine! That's the. No, the Vet 2. Not good. Not good at all right now for Heartless Jaeger. But the Bishop's coming in as well. I think there was a rifle grenade attempt there to come in onto the pack gun. Get suppressed, so he wasn't able to do it, but it doesn't matter because the Bishop rounds are coming in. The Black Prince got a good shot in it, and he's immediately trying to blow up the gun so it can't be recruited. So great play there from the Allies. He's still not able to get the decrew, completely blow it up. Oh, there we go. He gets it finally. This is where the Axis need an 88, but their Wehrmacht, they can't get one. Double Wehrmacht, man. I feel like US-wide DAC play is kind of always needed in these matchups because when you got late game Allied tanks like this. Oh, another really good Bishop round. Oh, look at this Pioneers again. This Bishop is on fire, dude. What is up? What is this Bishop on today? It's just killing so many infantry squads. At the time has been fully repaired, but once again under fire from a bazooka squad. Is he getting out? He's just getting out. I think he's getting out a cheap Crusader. Yeah, okay. Did he lose it? No, he's still got the Humber alive. Humber's, you know, as his Vet 3, it's giving him a bit of vision as well because it's a not bad scout unit. Panther term about to go down here. There it goes. He's having a really hard time trying to keep these Panzer IVs fully repaired. Pack gun decrewed again. There's a brand new one as well. And instantly it's going to get blown up here by the Black Prince. I don't think the Allies, the Axis, have got much of a chance left here. And still the Brumbar wreck is on the field and it hasn't been salvaged. Like R11 is maybe not too familiar with his commander pick here, or just forgets to do that. Though, double Panthers being aggressive, find the bulldozer position and hit it hard. That does go down. One of the lead Panther though is super low. The smoke tries to attack going through the smoke is not accurate. They will be able to back away and get that little pick on the bulldozer. That's what the Axis need. They need something like that, but that's not going to be enough still. They do have the whole right, which is kind of uncontested at the moment. Not a single, like one unit from either one of the Allied players could easily cap up the right. There's actually every one of the Axis units are in the center. VPs are quite low. I think he might be sending this right. Yeah, he just heard probably the victory point count be quite low, and he's like, all right, let me sprint over and grab the victory point. And there he goes. Oh, he's going to go over there trying to harass that. Triple Panzer IVs. But yeah, these Panzer IVs are just getting slightly outranged by these Hellcats. And then also, they can't really do anything against this Black Prince. Another Bishop shot. Ooh. Oh, here comes a grenade on the MG. Didn't do that much damage. I mean, it's Vet 3, so it's taking a bit less damage. However, the riflemen were able to neutralize the victory point. 3 Panzer IVs versus a Black Prince. They hardly do any damage to it. Oh no. Panzer IVs are just not what you want against the Black Prince, man. Oh my god. This is like, I don't know like what you can do as RA11 right now. He can't really do anything. That's the, I don't think it's kind of the problem here. I get maybe Marders actually at this point. I think he needs to back tech to Marders. Would be the only thing, because he needs some range here. He needs something that's maybe cheap, has range to out, you know. Because normally I'd be like, yeah, get an 88 in this situation, but I think he needs, you know, he needs like, you know, a Marder, or make sure he gets 2 pack guns and with a Kettenkrad to provide vision for the pack guns so he can hopefully deal with this. Because he's just really, it's just the tanks that are really the issue, and I guess the Bishop as well. You know, that's just been nailing everything. Oh look, his Panzer IV's just been pushed right up into a bad spot again. Bishop right again, immediately opening up on the pack gun. Axis have a little bit of time to maybe come back. We still have these 2 Panthers. The Wesps are firing. But they're firing at the last known location of the Hellcats, which is probably not a good target for them to fire at. They probably should target at infantry. Maybe see if they can keep maybe counterfire. Maybe get the Bishop, because that's the main thing that's causing them issues this game. Panthers can't really do anything against this infantry blob, so they're forced back. Got some more plane loiters being used here by the Allies. So what do we have here? Heartless Jaeger. VonManteuffel using planes. Designate targets. Oh, and we see a Panzer IV bite the dust to all the bazookas as well. Get the decrew on another pack gun. This time he remembers to blow up the wreck because he knows his opponent can salvage the wrecks here. Pack gun blown up. Pushing in on the left-hand side. Panzer IV, he can't micro everything. The other Panzer IV dies as well. He's only got the 1 left now. And then, yeah, he's just going to make sure the wreck is gone before he retreats. Huge wins here for the Allies. Decimating R11's army. He's just lost everything. Pretty much. Repair station goes down as well. Oh dear. The Panthers here. Look at the Panthers. They just do nothing against this Ranger squad's just there, just taking out anything, you know, anything easy they can take out. We might want to go for the Panzer IV. The other one dies. The Hellcats get in there and kill it as well. I think the Axis should just call GG at this point. Nothing they can do. RA11 was completely demolished this game, sadly. Rangers with the 2 bazooka squads were so good. And yet, that's game. GG, well played. I think the Allied team just had a lot better coordination and teamwork there. I like how VonManteuffel, during the later stage of the game, swapped over to the left-hand side and provided that extra support. They really kind of gelled well together. At the start of the game, it was kind of like 2 1v1s going on, but then we had a lot of teamwork going in with VonManteuffel and Heartless Jaeger. So, yeah, it was interesting. At the start of the game, they were kind of struggling a little bit, but RA11 continuously started to lose, like a Panzergrenadier squad after Panzergrenadier squad. Yeah, we look at his units over here. RA11, yeah, a couple of PGs died. He kept on losing his pack guns. Pioneers, Grens, MG, everything. All of his infantry just getting demolished that game. 5 Panzer IVs lost. And yeah, he could have gone around on the right-hand side and salvaged some wrecks. There's a couple of wrecks there the entire game that he could have salvaged, and he just didn't. Could have maybe afforded to send one Stern Pioneer around to do that. Would have been worthwhile. Had plenty of time to do that game. It just didn't do it. The Brumbar wreckage was there for a while as well. He could have probably salvaged that and repaired that, and he didn't. But I feel like that game, yeah, they needed some. They lacked a Kettenkrad for vision to spot for the Allied armor. They lacked long-range tank destroyers, I guess a Marder, or something like an 88. But they both picked Wehrmacht, so one player, ideally really needs to play that because you kind of need that 88, man. Like, yeah, I mean, if you play Americans, if you have like double Americans, at least one person might be able to go for the was it 3.5 inch anti-tank gun for the from that battle group that was added in February, heavy weapons battle group. But yeah, if you go double Wehrmacht, yeah, you kind of screwed there, to be honest. You had a Vet 3 Ken. You had a Vet 3 Ken. Oh, you. I didn't see it. It wasn't being used on the left-hand side when I was looking over there, where it was kind of needed against all the tanks there. So I would say, yeah, I don't know. It feels like, yeah, maybe a couple of cheap Marders. A machine gun as well from R11 was needed on his side to help deal with the bazooka blob, because we saw how when Heartless Jaeger came over to the right to try and help VonManteuffel, when you ASllSNiedi, you were doing really well against VonManteuffel that game. You managed to kill his Matilda, his 6-pounder. You degrouped the other one and probably would have killed the other 6-pounder had not Heartless Jaeger come in and save the day there. But your one machine gun was able to suppress and completely neutralize that kind of like bazooka blob. Recovery is not free, but salvaging is. Salvaging is. There was 2 wrecks on the right. There was the Stug D wreck and there was the Stuart wreck on the right-hand side near the fuel point that was there for a long time that could have been salvaged. The worst case scenario, try and salvage because it will give you some resources back. It's just free resources on the ground. But yeah, I'm thinking. I definitely feel like I think you guys are a good team. I just feel like double Wehrmacht is probably not the play. Personally, you probably can make it work, but I just feel like with Dak there, with that mobile 88, you can kind of like fight against the kind of nasty allied late game tanks. Oh, you went in random queue. Oh, well, there you go then. Well, if you're probably playing, if you're playing in a tournament, would one of you guys go Ver and the other would go Dak? Like if you had your choice, would you go Dak, or are you both confident that you guys think you could, you think that double Ver is better? Maybe I'm actually curious what you guys think, because I generally think Dak and Ver together complement each other better than just going double Ver or double Dak. You have to have a Wehrmacht player because the Kettenkrad's so good for vision. You kind of need a Dak player there for the 88 and the Stuka. You lack the mid-game vehicle. Well, that's the thing. I've always said this, and I think it's like an inherent design problem with Wehrmacht, is their mid-game like vehicles. They're all fixed turrets. You've got the Marder, you've got the Stug, you have the Stummel. The only thing you've got going for you, I guess, is when you get the Panzer IV, then you've got the 360-degree turret traversal. I feel like Wehrmacht need a Puma, or they need something like that. Yeah, even the 221, you upgun the 221, guess what? It's another fixed kind of turret. I really feel like if Wehrmacht are given some kind of like, I think that's inherently what that faction needs, is some kind of new vehicle in like tier 2 or tier 3, which has got 360 turret traversal. I think it would really benefit, give them that kind of mid-game firepower. Because you think about Americans, they've got Greyhound, Chaffee. Think about the Brits, Humber, Stuart. All of those vehicles, 360 turret traversal. So, and when you're playing on like an urban map, or especially around that central point, you kind of need that turret traversal. So I think that's, if anything, in company here is to balance, I would say that's the biggest issue right now for Wehrmacht. Like I said it a while ago that I think that maybe if they gave them like maybe the Panzer 38T or I don't know, the upgun Puma from Co 1, because in Co 1 what did they have? They had like the autocannon Puma kind of thing, and then you could upgun it to then have the bigger gun, and that was great because then you had that kind of like more of a, you know, that mobile and fast chasing unit as well, because that's another thing that the Wehrmacht, like, they haven't got a really good, you know, light chasing vehicle down to kill armor with. The only thing they've got is Panzer IVs and then Panthers, and they're all very expensive, right? Puma up gun because it was broken and sniped infantry and Co 1. Yeah, I'm thinking what other vehicle, what would you guys think if there was a vehicle, right, that you could add into Company Heroes 3 for the Wehrmacht, which has that 360 turret vessel, which kind of makes sense and it's kind of balanced? What would it be? What would you guys think? The 222 isn't really, I don't know. It's not durable enough. I mean, you have the 221. Maybe if there was the option to have the 221 and upgrade it so it's a 222, not the AT rifle upgrade. I don't know. It would be Humber equivalent. You need something that's the equivalent of a Stuart, something that's equivalent of a Greyhound or a Chaffee. Panzer II might be a good idea. Yeah, the looks. Then you could give it maybe armor piercing rounds or something. So then you could, you know, to give it a bit more of a kick to fight against light vehicles. Yeah. So guys, that's the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did and want more content, check up over here and over here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, make sure to click the button down here. To catch you in the next video, guys, take care, and I'll see you soon.